getting ready for chair yoga. So go ahead and grab your chair, maybe a yoga mat for under the chair. Maybe a blanket or any extra props that you have, but none are really necessary. If all you are doing is bringing yourself, that is enough. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. Like I said, you don't need any specific props. I've just got my chair here. Any chair will do, really. You're just going to try to make the practice really unique for you. I have a little cushion on my chair, and I also have a little pillow, a little blanket on the side. But again, just really using what you have. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sara, and I'm the Holistic Health Coordinator and Yoga Teacher at Toivo. And this is an offering of Toivo, an initiative of Advocacy Unlimited. I want to remind you that this class is just an offering, that you're going to take what you need and leave the rest, taking responsibility for your safety, your health, and your wellness. If you have any questions, you can kind of hold them in your mind, or you can, wait till afterwards to drop a comment in the comment box, or you can kind of put it out there and I'll check in with it when it's done. Okay. So to get started, I just want to read a little excerpt here from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, and it's called To Witness and Hold. And Mark Nepo says, "We have been battered by modern times into obsessive problem solvers. But as life pares us down into only what is essential, it becomes clear that the deepest suffering of heart and spirit cannot be solved, only witnessed and held. I have struggled with this constantly, and just recently, after being away for 2 weeks, I returned to a tender partner who lovingly uttered, 'I really missed you.' And instantly I reacted by scanning for ways to solve the feelings, to limit my travel or call more often. I instantly tried to change my patterns of being away from the relationship, rather than just feel the poignancy of being loved enough to be missed." I love this part in the Book of Awakening. It's such a reminder that we don't have to show up to our yoga practice in an effort to fix every imbalance, to fix or find remedy for all of the suffering or struggles that we're working through. But that the practice is so much about just showing up and bearing witness, to just looking at ourselves really honestly and feeling into what it is that's coming up for us. So let's see if we can carry that theme, that message with us throughout this practice. Can you just show up for yourself? Can you just look at yourself really honestly, not trying to fix or change or judge, but to just hold space, to be seen, to be valued? So let's go ahead and come into the chair. Scoot myself forward here so you can see a little bit more. There we go. Right. So if your feet don't touch the ground, right, like with this little cushion on here, my feet are a little off the ground, you can always take a blanket or a pillow and put it under your feet. And this connection, feet to earth or feet to prop, can be really beneficial in creating a sense of grounding, this connection to the earth. this connection to our bodies, this idea that we are supported. Without that connection to the earth, it can kind of feel like we're just floating around, right? And so we want to really build that connection with the earth. We want to feel grounded and a part of this relationship that we have with the earth that we're on. And take a moment here. Maybe the eyes closed, maybe they stay open, but you're finding a spot in front of you. Just one spot to focus your gaze. And the gaze is soft, the eyelids are soft. And just let your eyes focus there. And for a moment, just notice the world around you. Notice the sounds that you hear. Notice your feet to the ground, your sitting bones to the chair. The air on the skin, your clothes to your skin. How are you breathing in this moment? And again, we're not showing up to fix ourselves. We're not showing up to change ourselves right away, but more so to just notice where we are. Because it's in this noticing, this looking at ourselves really honestly, that we can then start to make a really good, thoughtful, compassionate plan about how we move forward. But if we don't look at ourselves honestly, if we don't really see clearly and truthfully where we are, how can we move forward? How can we really grow in a very sustainable way? So just notice your breath. Notice the qualities of your breath. How does it feel to breathe on your nostrils, the back of the throat, the chest, the belly? Once you feel like you've really met your breath where it is, I'll invite you to take a fuller, deeper breath. When you're ready, draw the breath deep into the belly. The belly will expand, ribs will expand, the chest will lift. And as you exhale, navel gently draws in and up, ribs deflate, chest drops down. You can even draw one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly to feel this three-part process. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now start to add a count to this breath. Inhale for the count of 4, fill the belly, ribs, and chest. Hold for 2, and then let out a nice long exhale for the count of 6. So inhaling for 4, holding for 2, keep the shoulders drop down, exhale out nice and long for the count of 6. Take your time. Let the count be in your own time, your own pace. We let the mind rest on the count. We give the mind something to focus on, the single point to rest on, so that we can really start to tune into the sensations of the physical body and this connection to the energetic body, this connection to our heart, our space of gratitude, love, nature, God, flow, whatever it is to you. And take just a few more rounds. In for 4, hold for 2, out nice and long for the count of 6. draw the hands to heart center. Let the breath just settle now into a very natural rhythmic flow, right? We don't really have to think about breathing, we just do. And so let it become very natural, nothing to force in or out. And let your palms gently press together, and with this gentle pressure, start to rub the palms together, just building a little heat between the hands. And once again, as you move the hands, feel your feet to the floor, the sitting bones to the chair, and the crown of the head reaching. And take 3 deep breaths here. Beautiful. When you're ready, gently slow the hands down. Pull the hands ever so slightly apart, and for a moment, just feel into that space between the palms. And maybe the hands gently press towards and away from each other. Just a really small movement, but sometimes this can help us bring awareness to the sensation of the energy between our hands. And just allow yourself to breathe here for a few breaths, just feeling into the space between the hands. When you're ready, gently draw the hands together, thumbs to the heart, and take a big deep breath here. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice. What brings you here today? What are you dedicating the next hour to? Something for you, something for someone else, something for the whole world. And we'll seal that intention. Take a deep breath in. And out. Beautiful. It almost made me yawn. You might notice that once you start doing breath work, you'll start to yawn a little bit. It's a very natural reaction to coming into breath work. So go ahead and sit yourself a little bit forward onto your chair. So you're just bringing your seat kind of to the end of the chair. Take your legs a little bit wide here so that you have a nice steady base of support. And we're going to start to find a little circle here. So you're going to drop the chest forward and then come back. Okay. And so just find this movement. And just notice if your hips are kind of pulling up as you move. Just notice that that's going to give you a different sensation than if you anchor the hips down. And find that circle. And maybe the eyes close. Just breathe here, nice and gentle. Noticing how the movement feels in your body. Again, coming back to this idea of coming to our practice not to try to solve any of our problems right away, but to just really hold space for who we are in this moment and what's happening or what's coming up for us. And when you're ready, we'll slowly reverse the direction, nice and slow. It may feel nice to link the movement in some way with the breath. So maybe you inhale forward, and as you come to the back, you exhale. Wonderful. And when you're ready, gently come back up into center. Inhale, press the chest forward. We'll turn sideways just so that you can see what this looks like. You're going to inhale, press the chest forward. And exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Inhale forward to seated cow. And exhale, round seated cow. And just move with your own breath. Maybe it feels good to linger somewhere. Notice which end of the spectrum feels right for you. Does it feel really good to come into that cow with the open heart and space in the throat? Or does it feel good to kind of tuck the heart away and to drop into this very safe little ball here? So just notice. Just take a few more rounds wherever you are. Perfect. And when you're ready, coming back, let's come into the side body. Take your right arm down. You can hold on to the chair even here and up and over with that right arm. Up into center. Let's come to the other side. And we'll take that path a few times, nice and slow. Again, feeling into just where we are in this moment. And I know from my own experiences that oftentimes I would move quickly. I would try to do so many things at once in order to avoid the intensity of feeling into just one thing at a time and the emotions that I was kind of pushing off to the side as I made my way through all these tasks. Right? Just kind of like practicing being distracted as opposed to practicing being focused on one thing at a time. One more time each side. So maybe that speaks to you, right? Do you practice being distracted? Do you do lots of things all at once? Have you taken time to practice just doing one thing at a time? Beautiful. And come back up into center. Let's take a few more rounds of cat and cow. Press the chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, chest comes forward. Exhale, round. Beautiful. Come back up into center. Just roll those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Nice and slow. Maybe one at a time. I kind of drop my head to the opposite side of the shoulder that I'm moving. So just rolling that left shoulder, dropping my right ear to the right shoulder, and then coming to the other side. Very nice. One more time, both up to the ears, back and down, maybe a little bit bigger these last couple rounds. Perfect. And go ahead and come back to center. Let's roll out the wrists. Just rolling in one direction, the fingertips are loose, other direction. And then go ahead and create a fist. My thumbs are out. I'm just rolling in one direction. then tucking the thumbs in, rolling, one direction and the other. A few flicks to the fingers, just like you're flicking water off the hands. Beautiful. And we'll come into a little bit more work with the wrists. You're going to take your palm and face it forward. Right? The fingertips will face down, or you can let them face up. So just notice. And we're just pressing forward. Pinky finger can pull back. And again, you can do it this way as well. It actually feels a little more comfortable for me in my body. So just notice. I've seen both ways. But you can even make your way through each finger. Not to pull back very far, but just enough to give a little stretch. And maybe all the fingers, and then the thumb. And then go ahead and let the fingertips point down. You can just gently give a little pressure there. Take a deep breath. And roll out that left wrist. One direction and the other. Nice little shake out. And we'll come to the other side. So either pointing down or up. One finger at a time. Maybe you notice a difference between one hand and the other. Big breaths. If you're holding your breath, take a big deep breath. And then you can let the breath settle. Perfect. Then take the fingertips down, top of the hand presses to the front of the room. You can use the opposite hand and you're just kind of pressing into top of the hand, into palm of the hand. Take a deep breath. Notice your shoulders. If they're up to your ears, just drop them down. Very nice. Roll out that wrist. Perfect. And when you are ready, go ahead and take the arms into cactus arms. As you inhale, press the fingertips up like you're pressing something heavy off of you. And as you exhale, bend the elbows. It's like you're pulling a bar behind your back. So really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, press up. Feel your feet to the ground. And down. Inhale, press up. Draw those low ribs in. Navel draws into the spine. Lower the arms. A few more. Reach up. One more. Beautiful. Go ahead and take your hands kind of to your back. So you might have to scoot forward as the hands reach back behind you. So they're not going to clasp or anything, right? Especially if you have a back behind you, but you're just reaching. Just reach. Press through and up with the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Deep breath. One more. Beautiful. And slowly release. Inhale, let's let the arms rise. Let's take a twist to the left. Left arm comes back behind you. It can be up and over the back of the chair or in front of the back of the chair. Again, maybe you sit forward so that you can not worry so much about the back of the chair. Reach up through the crown of the head. Right hand sits outside the left knee. And as you inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, maybe you twist a little deeper, belly, ribs, chest. Your gaze can look forward to the side or back over that left shoulder. Take a deep breath. One more. Beautiful. We'll let both arms rise, reach up. Bend the elbows. Draw the forearms together. And so here, just notice, I'll turn to the side so that you can see maybe the elbows are low. And that's okay, but just notice where you are. Maybe the elbow is in line with the shoulder. Lifting up will also give another sensation. So just notice the difference in those sensations. Kind of play around there. And then you choose where to stay, and then just take a few breaths. One more breath. When you're ready, let the hands come down, roll the shoulders. Inhale, shoulders drop, arms rise. Let's take a twist to the right. Deep breath. Reaching up through the crown of the head, twisting belly, ribs, chest, maybe the chin looks over that right shoulder. One more. When you're ready, arms come back to center, reach up, look up. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the heart. Forearms come together one more time. Again, dropping down, level or lifted. Maybe try something different this time. Maybe you stay where you are, but you get to choose. Explore the different sensations. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Slowly let the hands come down, roll the shoulders. One more. And just kind of shake out the shoulders, shake out the hands. Very nice. All right, let's come into the legs a little bit. So go ahead and lift your left leg. Scoot myself back here so that you can see. Go ahead and lift the left leg, roll out the left ankle. Go ahead and splay those toes nice and wide. Just bend and straighten at the knee. Just like giving a little swing to the leg. Very nice. And drop it down, other side, right ankle. Splaying the toes. And bend and straighten. And just giving a little swing there. Noticing how you feel in your joints. Sitting up nice and tall. Sometimes when we start moving the lower part of the body, we kind of lose integrity in the upper body, especially if we normally sit kind of hunched over. So you just want to bring integrity to the movement, to the posture. Right, gently draw the navel in and up, open heart, crown of the head reaching. Perfect. And now go ahead and take that left knee and just kind of lift it up and move it in a little bit of a circle. You can use your hand to gently guide, maybe two hands feels better, or hands underneath the thigh for a little more support. And just reverse that circle. It's not really how big the circle is, just starting to feel into that different sensation, that movement. Come down, other side. A little circle. Other side, other direction. Very nice, and slowly lower the leg. Now we'll come into a figure four. So your first level of sensation would be to just take your left ankle on top of the right. And so this might be enough for you. It might be enough of enough sensation there. More sensation, you'll just kind of bring it up onto the shin a little bit. You might have to kick out your right leg to support that pose. And more sensation, the ankle will come up onto the thigh. Okay, so there's not one that's right or wrong. You'll just notice what works best in your body. Listen to your hip. And maybe your left hand gently rests on the left knee for a little added weight. Not that you have to press. Sometimes the weight of the hand is enough. Gently draw your left toes to the left knee and sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath. Now wherever the leg is, we're going to have this option of folding forward. So when you're ready, inhale, the arms can rise. And exhale, fold it forward. Now notice it doesn't have to be far. Even in my own body, that's like, it's enough for me right here. So be really gentle, right? Kind of coming back to this idea that sometimes less is more, and that sometimes moving slow and mindfully is going to give us that space to really notice where it is that we are, so that then we can make good choices about where it is that we want to go and how we're going to get there. We can't really do that if we don't really honestly feel and notice where it is that we are. And in this particular pose, where is it that you're at in your hip? Where are you at in your ankle? How does the upper body feel? Can you breathe here? Okay, when you're ready, slowly start to sit back up. And we'll unwind. Nice. And just kind of swing that leg out again a few times. Perfect. We'll come right to the other side. So this side's totally different, especially if you've had injury or surgery on one side. So ankle, shin, or thigh. Right toes gently draw to the right knee. Right hand can sit on top of the right knee, gently pressing down, or just the weight of the hand is enough. Sit up nice and tall. Feel that left foot anchored into the floor. This might be enough here. Deep breath. More sensation. Arms rise. Exhale. Fold it forward. Perfect. Take a deep breath. One more. And when you're ready, we'll slowly start to sit ourselves back up. We'll take both feet back to the ground. Maybe a little swing in that right leg. Very nice. Let's find a little flow here. Plant both feet. You might want to sit a little bit forward on the chair. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, let's fold it forward. So maybe you stop up high, or maybe you find somewhere in between, or maybe you're dropping down really low. Shake out the head wherever you are. Yes and no. Maybe a little sway side to side. Perfect. Come back to center. Slowly start to roll up from wherever you are. And as you lift, let the left leg rise with you. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Take the left knee out to the left. Left hand slides down the inside of the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. So we're coming into this twist here. The gaze gently starts to look over that right shoulder. Heart is opening to the sky. Take a deep breath. And slowly unwind. Take that knee back to center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, rise up nice and slow, rolling up. Take that right knee with you, lift it up. Exhale, let it come out to the side, drop it down. Right hand slides inside the right leg, left arm reaches up and open. Coming into this twist, take a deep breath. One more. Beautiful. Unwind. Take that right foot back to center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Left leg lifts. One more round. Left leg out to the left. Left hand slides down the left leg. Right arm opens up. Deep breath. One more. Beautiful. Come back to center. Left foot draws in. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, roll up. Take that right knee with you. Lift it up. Guide it out to the right. Right arm slides down the inside of the right leg. Left arm reaches up. You're twisting up and open. Deep breath. One more. And slowly come back to center. Beautiful. Take the feet nice and wide now. Come up onto the toes if you can. Okay. Beautiful. And just hold there for a second. Deep breath. Now with both legs wide here, now one more time, slide your right arm down to the inside of the right leg. You can stay on toes or you can come onto flat feet. Open up to the side, twisting. Back to center. Let's come to the other side. Left arm to the inside of the left leg. Right arm up and open. Deep breath. One more. And slowly come back to center. Beautiful. Let's come into goddess pose. So the knees are out to the side. And again, you might want to sit forward a little bit onto the chair. And you'll take your arms into that cactus arms pose that we took at the beginning of class. Your fingertips can stay wide, but maybe you feel into what it feels like to take the fingertips close together and just kind of find that nice knit together fingers. Okay. And again, stay here. Maybe you explore lifting onto your right toes. And then lower. And then left. And then lower. Gently draw the navel into the spine. Reach up through the crown of the head. You can gently twist to the left. To the center. Twist to the right. To the center. Kind of drop right elbow down. Center. Other side. Center. Beautiful. Take the hands down. Take the hands onto the knees. Now drop your left shoulder forward, kind of looking over the right shoulder. And your hands are gently pressing the knees away. Okay, come back to center as you inhale. Reach up through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist to the other side. Drop your right shoulder in. Look over the left. One more time. Inhale, sit up. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Come back to center. If it feels right for you, you can tuck your toes under so that you're really coming onto the top of the foot. Right, so you're tucking toes under, just stretching the top of the foot there. And then you can do the other side. Perfect. And release. Take the legs back in. Now straighten out, come to the edge of your chair again, straighten out your left leg. Gently draw the left toes in. You're going to keep your knee over your ankle here in this right leg. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, fold it forward. So again, stopping wherever it feels right for you. Deep breath. When you're ready, rolling up. We'll come to the other side. Straighten out your right leg. Gently draw your right toes. Left knee over left ankle. And maybe you stay right here. Maybe this is plenty of stretch in the leg. Inhale. And maybe you fold it forward. Deep breath. Beautiful. And come back up. Very nice. Inhale, arms rise. Both feet to the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Lift both of your feet, both of your hands. Take a deep breath. And lower down, hands to heart center. Let's take that a few times. So it's going to be a little bit more work the farther forward you are on the chair. And I'll turn to the side this time so that you can just see it from the side here. Okay. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Arms lift, legs lift. Okay. Right, and if you're more forward on the chair, it's going to be a little bit more of a balance challenge to lift the legs, a little bit more of a core challenge. So maybe you do one leg, you're playing around. It doesn't have to be high. Take one more deep breath. And slowly lower down the legs, hands come to heart center. Let's just do this 2 more times. Inhale, arms rise. Fold it forward. Inhale, rise up, legs lift, arms lift. Deep breath. One more. And exhale, hands to heart center, feet to the floor. Last time, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up, legs lift, arms lift, deep breath. One more breath, reach out through those fingertips. Maybe you roll the wrists, roll the ankles, turn the corners of your mouth up. Deep breath. And hands come down to heart center, feet to the floor. Take a moment here, let your hands come down alongside the body, palms face forward, deep breath. And just notice how you feel. Beautiful. When you are ready, go ahead and float the eyes open if they're closed. Just for a few poses, we'll come into standing. And so go ahead and stand, and you're going to turn the chair towards you. So the seat of the chair is towards you. Now, if you already know that bending this far forward is too much in your body, no need to worry, no need to judge. You'll just take the back of the chair towards you, okay? So you're gonna get the same benefits. It's really just about choosing what works best for you. But for today, I'll kind of model here. Okay, so when you're ready, take your hands either to the back of the chair or into the seat of the chair. You're gonna walk your feet back so that you have a nice flat back, like you're coming into this tabletop pose where you have shoulders over wrists and you have your hips stacked over your knees, knees over ankles. Beautiful. And here we'll come into just a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly. You can bend the knees a little. And exhale, round the spine, drop the head, press the hands into the chair. Inhale. And exhale, round the spine, drop the head, press the hands into the earth. Just a few more. Inhale. And exhale, round. Beautiful, and we'll come back to center. Now take your left hand a little bit more towards the center of the seat or the center of the back of the chair, and you're slowly going to twist that right arm up and over. So if that feels like too much, you can keep hand to hip. That feels really nice, actually. A little bend in the knees, maybe a big bend if that feels better, or maybe the arm rises. Okay, and you can do this on the back of the chair as well. Come back to center when you're ready. Kind of take the hands for a moment back under the shoulders, draw the navel into the spine, long neck, find your stability here. And then nice and slow, walk your right hand into the center of the chair or the back of the chair and slowly start to twist to the other side. So maybe just hand to hip as you twist to the left, or maybe that left arm rises. And you'll notice that as you twist, your opposite knee will bend, right? I'm twisting to the left, my right knee bends. Beautiful. Come back to center. Let's do that one more time each side, just so that you can get the feel of it, right? You don't have to be perfect, just that the first time you practice. Left hand comes to the center, a gentle twist to the right. That left knee's really bending, and the arm reaches up. Nice job. Long neck. Beautiful. Back to center. Other side. Really take your time getting there. No rush at all. Hand to hip or hand to the sky. Very nice. Back to center. One more round of cat and cow. Drop the belly. Lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine. Drop the head. Press the hands into the chair. Beautiful. And come back up to center. Okay. One last bit of work here. You can slowly walk your feet back just a little bit. And you're going to gently press your hips forward. Right? So now you're kind of in this modified plank here. If that's too much work, you're going to walk the feet back in and just stay right where you are. So you can play around with that. Maybe you're just walking the feet back a little bit. You're feeling the weight a little bit more. I'm going to take my hands underneath my cushion just so that I have a little more stability. Right? Okay. Maybe you walk the feet back in. Walk the feet out. Draw the navel into the spine. If you want more work, you can kind of scoot the feet back even farther. Okay? So you play around. There's quite a bit of different options there. Take one more breath wherever you are. And when you're ready, we'll all start to take the feet back under the hips. And we'll slowly start to rise back up. Nice job. Go ahead and come back to the back of the chair now, if that's not where you were already. One last standing movement here. Take your hands to the tops of the chair, my favorite move. Walk your feet back, again finding that flat back. Now press the tops of the hands into the top of the chair as you drop down. Right, it's not like so there's a difference, right, between dropping and kind of really dropping into the joints. Right here, I'm really hanging out. If you press the tops of your hands into the back of the chair, and then really let your shoulders draw towards your ears, draw the navel into the spine, you're going to create this stretch, but it's an activated stretch. So that's different than dropping into the joints, then pressing the tops of the hands into the top of the chair. Shoulders draw towards the ears. Deep breath. And when you're ready, slowly start to walk the feet back in and rise back up. Beautiful work. When you're ready, we'll slowly come back into our seat. We'll start to wind down here. Time flies when you're having fun. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Let's take a twist to the left. Deep breath. Arms rise, come back to center. Other side, twist to the right. Deep breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, come back to center. Reach up, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Take your hands into your lap. Sit back into your chair, a little heavier now. If you have any extra supports that you want to use for this final resting posture, by all means, grab it. A pillow behind the back, a blanket over the lap or over the shoulders for a little added weight. Wherever you are, maybe you close the eyes and take a few full, deep breaths. Letting your breath just settle into a very natural, rhythmic flow. Starting to relax from the tips of the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Each exhale, an invitation to let the body soften, to relax, knowing that the work that you've done is enough, that you are enough to just rest here. And as you rest here, let your mind settle on these words. To witness and hold. Just as the warmth of summer can make a cricket sing, the quality of being held enlivens the heart. Frequently, this reflex to solve, to rescue and fix, removes us from the tenderness at hand. For often, intimacy arises not from any attempt to take the pain away, but from a living through together. Trust and closeness deepen from holding and being held both emotionally and physically. I'm learning pain by pain and tension by tension that after all of my strategies fail, the strength of love waits in receiving and not in negotiating, in accepting each other and not problem solving each other, in listening and affirming each other, not trying to change or fix those we love. As you sit here, I invite you to bring to mind a situation of a friend or a loved one that you would like to change. Maybe it's something about yourself. Right? Looking at yourself as an observer for a moment. And as you breathe here, can you begin to feel into acceptance that you can't live your life for them? And as you exhale, be with your heart's knowledge of what it means to love this person as they are. Maybe to love yourself as you are. As you breathe in, accept that you cannot live others' lives for them. And as you exhale, breathe into what it feels like to love this person or yourself as they are, as you are. As you inhale, simply hold space for you or this person, pain and all. And as you exhale, release your need and want to fix. Just be, just hold. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. welcome to stay here as long as it feels right, or when you're ready, start to find little movements in the fingers, the toes, the wrists, and the ankles. Maybe let the arms start to reach up above the head. If the eyes are closed, you'll gently flutter them open, and we'll all meet with our hands to heart center. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can always leave hands to your lap. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. We'll take a moment to honor all of the teachers who have come before us, who have carved this path, who have shared their knowledge, their wisdom, their dedication, their focus. Know that I am honored to be a guide to this sacred practice, and I am forever grateful to be a student, your student. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Whatever time or space you're joining in, thank you, thank you. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment box. Let me know what came up for you throughout this practice. Do you have questions? I'm eager to connect with you in this way. Again, my name is Sara. I teach Tuesday morning yoga, and I alternate with the chair yoga for the chair yoga classes. And also keep a lookout for Thursday morning yoga with Leslie. She's amazing. Class is amazing. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to check out the Facebook page and visit our website, www.toivocenter.org. I hope you guys have a great day.